it did. Sweet. Alright. So we seem to be going. Why is this not doing anything here? Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't seem to be showing up on my thing. Here we go. So what's this happen? Let's play. Okay, well in theory I should be doing alright. Don't know though. Let's see. Yeah, so it's just I'm just gonna be going through and doing some story quests. Nothing major. Mostly hangout quests really. Yeah, just close enough. Either way. Boom. Cool. So just grab this. What's in here? This thing again, just look at that, get rid of it. Sweet. So now we have this one. Is this half done or is it? Looks half done. Oh well, no, something else. It's half started. There we are. That one looks ready to start. Alright, so we'll be doing Kaya's quests right now, it seems. You know, I'll be doing a few potentially, depending on how long it takes. But, you know, for now we'll just do this. Oh, it doesn't take a long time to load, really, doesn't it? I think it's struggling with OBS and other things. But hopefully it should be alright with gameplay, we'll see. Good times isn't the best with me. Either way, it hopefully should do alright. There we are. Let's go find them. Ooh. Yeah, you can see it's a little bit slow. So not ideal. This way. Kaya, my man, how you been? Whistling to the bird.
Hey, little birdie, don't feel down. Come and perch on my shoulder. Don't be shy. Really. No wonder they never pay attention to me. Forget it. I probably shouldn't be anthropomorphizing them anyway.
No, you shouldn't
Haven't seen you in some time. To which one of the Animo Archon's wins do I owe the... Oh, is this your way of saying that you missed me?
Just a bit fun to
Since
mess around with.
it wasn't meant to be with this little birdie, I'd better leave it alone. Let's take a walk, shall we?
Let's. Yeah, so I've been thinking about
If you're
doing this.
wondering why I'm here, Jean's been worrying about trade safety.
It's been a while.
discovered this when I unwittingly burst into her office to save the day. Another job involving long-distance travel falls to me. I suppose it's my own fault for having such a strong sense of duty.
Most of the channel views, so yeah. Okay, there seems to be a bot
Still,
there.
on the bright side, business is now taken care of, and I have unused travel funds, so I was planning to...
What are we doing?
Gundafar, we are in the middle of a war. Your place is at the front lines by my son's side. Pray tell, what provokes your unwarranted return to the palace?
A matter of utmost importance, Your Majesty, such that I must personally report it to you.
Huh. Outdoor theater. Looks fun.
Yep. Let's see the show.
Actually, yes. I saw some guards do a musical performance when I was traveling with their caravan in Sumeru. They were desert dwellers. So are these actors. And I think I actually recognize one of them. Come on, let's go watch.
Alright, cool. So let's go to the performance. So I'm just trying to set up stream things still so you can figure it out. I want to see how it's
Your
going.
Majesty, not only has God bestowed the throne upon you, but your beloved son, Prince Kubad, has led our brave warriors to victory against Frasyav's army. His men have laid down their arms and fled.
Cowards.
Frasyav's brazen ambition is no more. He has bowed his head and now presents to your Majesty an offering of treasures and hostages, as well as a plea for peace.
Oh, his head looks like a
King,
hot that he's head on
this
his head a
battle
little
has
bit and a
finally
band
restored
around.
the dignity of our people. Moreover, with Frasyav's offer of
know,
land comes the opportunity to expand our
odd.
borders, as your Majesty so greatly wishes. His Highness the Prince and I believe this peace settlement will be a great boon to our nation. It is for this reason alone that I have removed my armor and made haste back to our halls from the front lines. My king, what say you to this proposal?
And I was going to do this anyway, so I thought might as well.
Don't worry, I still remember the general plot.
You know, why not? Because
Let me
I'm
fill
planning to
you
go
in on the
through all
background
these
while the king deliberates.
quests at some point.
The main characters
It's
are
been
the
really slow to
brave
do it.
Prince Kubad and his war-hungry father, King
So,
Kapus.
you know, why
The
not?
one talking to the king right now is Gundafar, the prince's tutor.
You know, one thing I was thinking
When the
about,
prince was
I
young,
do a lot of
the king
R's
was
and ums
deceived by a
and all
malicious
that while I'm
rumor that the
talking.
prince had
I'd
mistreated his
probably
stepmother.
try and be a bit more
He
and not
demanded
do
that the
that.
prince walk through a blazing
It
fire
does sort
to
of break up
prove
the
his
flow
innocence.
of speech.
Miraculously, the prince emerged unscathed, thus proving
And
his
I
innocence.
think I sort of also
But
need
the seeds of
to
doubt had
slow
already
down
been
and
sown in
when
the king's
talking.
mind.
Because
Now
I have
uneasy in the
spoken quite
presence of his
fast in
mistrustful
the
father,
past.
the prince requested to be
And
sent
I've
away to the
noticed
battlefield,
sometimes I
where
can
he
be a
would
bit
fight
hard
against
to
Frasyav's army.
understand.
That's the enemy general we
So I
heard you
think I
mention
need to
just
slow
now.
down.
This is the
and I
part
need
where
to
the
stop
prince has won
humming
the
and
war
hawing
and
during
decided
my
to forge a
sentences.
peace with the rival nation. He wrote a letter recommending peace
I'm
to his
still doing
father.
it.
Oh, it looks like the king's
But
made up his
hopefully
mind.
I should get better
Let's
at
keep
it.
watching.
Frosyav
this
lost because he did
Things
not
still
have
need
the
to
blessing
improve in
of God.
general.
Our God
So,
will always watch over
I'm
us
gonna
and
try.
punish our enemies. Once the
Also,
bells of war have begun to
I
toll,
have
they
been
shall
speaking
not
quietly
cease until the
today,
blood of our
so
enemies fills
I
the
don't know if
land.
I'm,
There can be no
being misheard
victory
or
until the last
obviously, or
enemy
I don't know.
soldier has fallen.
But I have been speaking quietly
If
because
Kubad still
it's
wishes
a
to
bit
be my
early in
son
the
and
morning.
hold the intaglio I bestowed upon him
Not
as
too
proof
early,
of
but,
his royal blood,
you know,
then he must obey my command.
I sort of just
Your
don't
Majesty,
want my
I
playmates
must
to
caution
this
that a nation
particularly.
destroyed is not a fallen city writ large. Now, the loss of one city strikes fear into the hearts of our
Yeah,
enemies,
so it's-
compelling them to
I think
accept
Dad, a
defeat
mostly
and
free
cede
day,
land in exchange for peace.
So I should be able to just
If,
do it.
however, we insist on bringing a whole nation to its knees,
Okay.
then so long as a single person is left standing, they will see us as their sworn enemy,
By the way,
and one day return to us tenfold the
certainly
pain that we have
something that
inflicted
I
on their
should
nation
get
and
more.
family.
I probably
My
can't
king,
stream tomorrow
a
very
people is to
easily,
their nation
It's
as wild
rather
grass
packed
to the
later on.
open prairie.
but
Though we burn down
I
the
may
whole
be able to
field and spare
stream
not one
at
blade
other
of grass,
times.
roots continue to
like
grow
choose
unseen
sorry,
beneath the surface.
in 2
Come
days,
the
and
spring,
a day after that, and all that.
it is
It's
all but
probably
inevitable that fresh
fairly
green
free.
shoots will rise up from the ashes.
Cease, Gundafar. Your mind grows dull in your old age, filled with
So I
naive
should,
delusions.
in theory, be
We shall have
alright
no more
with,
need of you on the battlefield. As for
with
my
doing
son
regular,
Kubad,
fairly regular
I will
streams,
summon him
if I can
back to
actually
the
just get
capital,
around to it.
so he may be tried by a court
So
martial.
I should,
What are you
in
saying, my
theory, be able
noble
to at
king?
least 4 streams
Why must you
per
mistrust
week.
your own flesh and blood
But I
and
just,
sink ever
I'm not
deeper
always
into
very
the
good at
blight of
getting around to
hatred?
it.
When he was falsely accused, you
So
once
I've
doubted
just
his
got to
honor
get better.
and made him walk through a raging
Simple
fire.
answer.
Did he not
I
prove
need
himself worthy
to
by emerging
just
unharmed from the flames?
Try.
Now you would turn me away when I seek
Get
only
better
to
at
provide the
this.
wisdom of counsel. What
do it
is the
more
justification for this?
And just
The
you know, talking
justification
more
is
certain
that my
things
word,
I've
not
noticed
yours, is the
in
law
previous
of the
things.
land.
I'm not always.
Cease and be gone,
I will often
Gundafar,
say
so you may
a bit
spend the
little,
rest of
really.
your days with your wife.
And I'm not even paying attention to the story very much at the moment.
What has become
I have
of
seen
the
the story
king
though,
that I
because
serve with
I've
my life?
I have a different
Fanaticism has
alt
robbed
account,
him of all
or
reason
main
and
account, sorry,
wisdom.
that I've done this on.
Peace is surely the
So
most
I haven't-
favorable path
I don't
for our
really need to
nation,
pay attention,
yet he
but I
refuses to
should.
accept it.
I must think of a way to seize
But yeah,
control
so
of the
it's-
army back from the hands of my
it's
wayward
been
son,
a minute
that they might continue the fight to the end.
because it's
Perhaps the first task should be this. I shall send a
I've noticed
loyal
recently as well
contingent of warriors
that
to
with
eliminate
YouTube,
Rossiya
the
and the
algorithm
hostages he has sent
recommending
to our
me a
palace.
fair few like, small creators.
Brilliant
So
acting,
it's
darling.
perhaps best if I start doing things on YouTube.
I saw you approaching us in the middle of the scene.
It's not what I do.
I was worried
Kick
that my
and Twitch when I
performance
do
would be
stream.
subpar and you'd
But
think
today
I was
I'm
just making a
switched
fool
around
of
to do
myself.
YouTube and Twitch.
Not at all.
Just
Far
to
from it.
have a try at that.
Actually, let me introduce you.
Because, like I said,
This is Darbyl.
I've seen a few recommended
actor for
streams from
King
small
Cuppers.
creators recently.
When we first got
So,
to know each other,
I figured I might
he
as
was
well
still a guard
give
for
it a
one of
try.
the merchants.
Nice to meet you. Any friend of Kaya's is a friend of
I
mine.
sort of hope that the
To be perfectly honest, I wasn't
the
making
stream
all that
doesn't look
much as a
too
mercenary.
bad.
It felt right to me to get away from the danger and live a more stable life.
You know, my
I was already
that's
pretty
not the
good at
greatest.
telling stories, so I just
So I'm always
recruited a few
looking forward to
friends and started performing shows all over the country. Full disclosure, we had to put this little stage together using whatever
either
wood
way
and
though,
cloth we could
if
borrow.
I need to,
It's
I
really
could
low
probably
budget.
just
Anyway,
like,
we're all good enough
you know
at
what I
acting
mean?
to
I
get through the
could
motions, but none of
still
us
get
are any
decent,
good at
like,
coming up with a
image for
script.
YouTube.
Everything we
I've
tried
got
to
this,
write just
you know,
sounded off.
recording as
somehow.
well, so I can just the
So
recording
I
should be
got a
fine.
student from the academia to adapt
So
an
that
old
means I should
story
be
I
able
knew to make it
have a
more
good
appealing
look
to our
on
audience.
YouTube.
What do you
If the
think?
series itself is a bit bad.
Passable?
I could tell that you've had someone tighten
I
up
would
the
like it seem
lines.
to be good.
They turned out very
But it's a bit hard
nicely.
to tell.
Ah, that's good.
unfortunately.
Well, as you can see, even now, we still don't have much of an audience. Don't suppose you'd be interested to see the rest of the show?
Either
Sure,
way,
why not? I don't have anything pressing lined up. And I don't think the Traveler
I
does
can't really
either.
see
Tickets for 2, please.
anything
How much would that
going
be?
on.
There's no need for tickets. You could just get some food from Jafar Tavern.
Just looking
We've
like-
worked out an arrangement with them. We've actually found a sponsor for this performance, too.
Either
He's
way,
not too happy about the
it's
poor
still
turnout, though.
just
I doubt we'll be able to keep him for the
really
next
missing out,
performance.
really.
A real pity.
But there's not
What
much
can
to
you do, huh?
It's just
Darbyl Asgard
sort
still
of,
hasn't shown up for the next scene.
you know, watching
We
these
should get his
things.
costume and sword out so they'll be ready to go the moment he gets here.
Either way,
My apologies.
just
I have to get ready for the
something I
upcoming
need to
scene.
get better at
I'll
is
see you
doing
from the stage.
regular streams. And just not doing nothing half the time. This way. Nesmil. Food.
Would you two like to order some food? What can I get you? If you're looking for recommendations,
but
today's
yeah,
special
so
is the tandoori roast
I
chicken.
sort of need to get better at.
Bear with us a
certain
moment.
things.
We're just going to take a look. I was at Port
Either way,
Ormos discussing some
it's,
business opportunities, and some crook was trying
you
to
know,
pull a fast one on me.
I
Darbyl took pity
I
on
just
me
need to get
and
better at it.
politely asked him to make
Get
himself
better,
scarce.
you know, communicating
good guy.
talking about these things.
A decent storyteller,
Just
too.
sitting by idly.
Quite an interesting character. There's
I'm
a
not
lot
very
of
good
fun
at
to be had if you
talking
hang
and
around
whatnot.
interesting people doing interesting things.
But it's just that
Especially
all
if
the
you're in the
YouTubers I
company of
watch,
an
I
interesting
like
friend.
watching for the humor.
That's
But I'm not
my
very good at
secret
humor,
formula for
unfortunately.
staying in a good mood.
So I don't really know
Try it out
how
sometime.
to deal with
You'll
that.
see what I mean. Thanks for waiting.
So I'm
We're
gonna
ready
need
to
just
order now.
either
We'll take
try
you
to
up on
cultivate
that
into Q
tandoori
or
roast
something. I
chicken.
don't know.
And let's throw in some desserts too.
Because
One
like I do
each
like
of the
humor,
rose
but
custard,
I'm just not good at it.
that talumba, and a patisara pudding, please. That should see us through the show.
So, you know, I don't think I'll see if I can somehow cultivate humor. But I'm not sure how
We've
easy
got
that is
good
to do.
seats, close to the stage, but also not too crowded.
So, yeah,
We can watch the
we'll
show as
see.
we eat. If I remember correctly, the next scene should focus on the prince. But I won't spoil it for you. You have to experience it for yourself.
Do you like the
I
story?
don't tend to judge a story's worth by my personal affinity for it. But if you want to know my opinion, I'd say it's a fine tale.
Yeah.
With a classical flavor that
But
makes
to
it
be
a
fair,
story for the ages.
watching cutscenes
History
isn't
always repeats
necessarily
itself. When you
the best
keep
thing to really
this in
speak
mind
on.
and watch
There's not
out
much
for
to
the
say.
echoes of past events in the present,
Especially if you're
things that
someone who
appear
doesn't want to speak over the
unfathomable at first
cutscene.
glance become much easier to comprehend.
Here you are. The check's on the table, too. Just call me over when you're ready to settle up.
No need.
Alright,
I'll
cool.
pay up front. Here. Keep the change.
Thank you, sir. Oh, but this is too generous.
Spending all
Call
night
it a
donate
token
money.
of my gratitude for the excellent service. The food all smells wonderful, too. So please pass my compliments to the chef.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
Let's dig in,
there
traveler.
you go. So, I'm just gonna go through the, like I was saying, I'm gonna
Hey,
go through
Kaya.
the hangout quest and
I'm so
whatnot.
sorry, but the actor who plays the prince has run into some difficulties
Oh,
and
no, I'll
won't be
play.
able to make it. We can't do the rest of the show without him, so I'm really...
Oh, I'm not nice to play then.
Ooh,
Oh,
that
God,
would be
yeah,
fun.
why?
I wouldn't say no. Darbil, would you lose any income if I were to mess this up?
Not
By the
really.
way.
I mean, there's not much of an audience here anyway. I wouldn't want to take too much of your time, though.
Don't worry about that. I like to be spontaneous now and then.
Alright,
Spice things up a little.
go be an actor, Kaya.
Let me think. Well, you already know the story, so you just need to memorize a few lines. Huh, you know what? This might actually work. Ah, wait, but Kuban has a specific costume he's supposed to wear, and there's no way you'd fit into it. Switching actors is one thing, but wearing street clothes on stage would really ruin the immersion. Yeah, I don't think this is
To
going
be fair, Kaya's clothes probably aren't Sumeru's street
Good thing
clothes
that
in the
I've
same
actually got
sense.
a costume with me. It goes pretty well with your stage, too.
The Dagger Band
You're
costume.
kidding. Can you show it to me?
Costume is
Digs.
nice, I do like the costume.
Kaya, here's your script.
I
for
think
the
I
next
have
scene.
it in
It's
this
not too
account.
long, but you also don't have very long to prepare. Do you think you can memorize your lines in time?
Only one way to find out.
So, you know, it's interesting. What's that?
Okay, I think we've covered all your lines and movements on stage. You haven't had long to prepare, so don't worry about forgetting your lines. We'll remind you.
Being told
All
I was
right.
doing one quits.
Good to go.
Great. Then let's get this show on the road.
Don't know why. Being told. It dismisses me because I haven't seen it in a while. It's true, I haven't. It's been far too long. I really shouldn't be so lackluster
General
with it.
Kubad, son of Kabus, the fate of this battle is
So, you
clear.
know, it's just
I beg you, please spare
really
my
be
few
best if I
remaining
could get
men.
regular
They no longer have the
content.
strength to fight back.
Frasyav, though you now lead only the husk
That's
of a
interesting.
once mighty army, I have no desire to crush your dignity. Even your most savage warriors have no
way.
desire to see further bloodshed. And none among your ranks have opposed these peace
Yeah.
talks. Nevertheless, I must hear it from you one final time.
So the stream's not going to be particularly
General
long,
Frasyav,
probably.
do you agree to sign a treaty in good faith and
Because
commit
I
from
just
this
don't
day
have enough
forth
time to
to
do a
peace
very long one.
between our nations?
But I just
With
want
my
to do
army
something.
in ruins, I am
Try
in
to
no
get
position to
fairly
do otherwise.
regular
But on this, I give you my word.
Appearances, even though it's not the longest.
Yes,
That
let
ought
us
to be good
end
enough.
our hostilities and send our surviving men home to their families.
We share the desire to lay down our arms for good and liberate our hearts from the dirge of hatred. Then
could
as
also
God
just do
above
it
is
later
our
in the day
witness,
as well.
by the authority vested in me by this intaglio of King Caboose, I hereby declare that I will spare your hostages and what remains of your army. May peace be restored to this land, and may these fields of war become a place where crops grow aplenty. My tutor, Gundafar, has
Anyway.
already made haste to my father, the king, with the recommendation of a
He's got
truce.
time.
It is my sincere hope that he will see that peace as a path to prosperity and grant me his blessing.
Prince Kubad, your name is renowned throughout your land and ours. I will place my hope in your words.
One will find on a battlefield no master of ceremonies, nor the paper on which a treaty may be signed. In their absence, let us raise our weapons and swear an oath. I, Kubad, son of Caboose, hereby pledge protection to you and all of your kin.
So I'm just looking at
May
other
the oceans
things.
be stained red with my blood if I am ever to renounce this oath.
Wow, your friend is so dreamy.
Alright.
He's not a real prince by any chance, is he?
No, I don't think he is.
Hey, Rashana, you
Well, I
don't want to
mean,
miss this.
I
The
suppose
good-looking guy
maybe
who left that
technically,
huge tip is acting on stage with Darble's troupe.
because technically he
Darble's
was
one
the
lucky
son
man.
of the Abyssal founder, right? And
I return
so
your
he may
highness.
technically be a
I hope I'm not
prince
too late.
if that
Have
guy's
you
considered the
already
king of the
promised peace to
Abyss.
Frasiov?
Nay,
So maybe he's the
I
prince
am
of the
not so
Abyss,
rash
I
as to preempt
suppose.
my father's blessing. I promised only what I could so far,
So,
the
no,
safety of his kin.
not entirely
My
all,
child,
might be.
I must share with
But I
you
don't think he's
the
a prince of a
gravest
place you
news.
would like.
Caboose has become blinded by fanaticism and hatred, and will stop at nothing to vanquish
Either
every
way.
last man under Frasiov's lead.
How can this be? You mean
I
to
might
say
have to
that
do
my
some
father
fighting
has
as well, just to
rejected
get
our proposal for peace?
Get some interest in here.
He has
Since
indeed.
the storyline isn't
I
necessarily
urged him
most
to
fun.
reconsider, and for this I was rebuked and dismissed from his
But,
service.
you know, it's,
But far
it's
stricter
something.
punishment than this awaits you, should you return home with your troops. Please heed my warnings, dear
Either way.
child. I dare not imagine what unspeakable atrocities your father
Alright,
intends
so
to
I'll try
commit.
to go through with this thing,
Nay,
and then
the truce must
maybe
stand.
just go and fight
I
some,
cannot renounce
some
my
battles.
oath. How can man claim to stand above beast without remaining true to his word? The masses have grown weary of death and conflict in both our nation and theirs. Are we all now to bend to his will and massacre countless more to satisfy
Yeah,
a desire that is his alone?
I'll probably get on to
When I
that stuff.
departed my beloved home to
The
fight
one thing I'm not
in a
sure about is
foreign
how I can turn
land,
this into a
I
YouTube
did
video
so to
particularly.
honor his wishes
Because
and
the
for my
stories,
duty to our
you
people.
know,
Alas,
some of mine, it's not that
is
amazing.
this fate's grand design?
And I'm sort of speaking over it a lot.
Is this fate's grand design?
Kaya, the next line is, alas, is this fate's grand design, that I should spend the rest of my days in a foreign land, till I am laid to rest in a grave far from home?
Must it be so?
Huh? Wait, that's not part of the script. Kaya, did you not hear me?
My dear audience, I ask you this. Do you believe in fate? If fate
I do. What is this thing? A brute? The prop.
Oh?
Okay.
Then so must it be. Yes, so must it be. I shall discard this intaglio and rid myself of the shackles of fate.
Wait, but that's not... My dear prince, do you intend to betray your father and abandon your heritage?
Fate means to send the machinations of war to every corner of the land, to fan the flames of conflict till they engulf the entire world. Fate would see my sword tainted with the blood of innocence, that the bright banner of my homeland might fly in every nation known to mankind. But I shall not bow to the will of fate. I am no pawn in heaven's plan.
Bravo! Where did this guy come from? Is he one of the new hires?
Alright.
Shut up. Stop interrupting.
I, Kubad, will spend the rest of my days in a foreign land till I breathe my last in a place far from home.
Oh, at least he brought it back in the end.
Prince Kubad, my child, there is no need to be rash. Please bring at least your fortune and the retainers who will always be loyal to you.
Gundafar, my dear mentor, you have always been like a father to me. It brings me only anguish to bid you farewell. But I must walk this path,
So be it.
or freedom dies by my hand. Goodbye, my tribe and kin.
You know, this sort of
Farewell, sweet
all
land of
talking
my
this
birth.
one.
Goodbye,
Little boy.
my child.
So just watching it. Either way. Try to the story about, so why not?
Could I please get your autograph?
Why, certainly, ma'am.
Ooh, thank you. I'll just go find a pen.
Alright. Come on, can I
Just
give me an
an
autograph?
Well, you can get one of those at any time. Acting is quite fun. If there ever came a day when I left the Knights of Favonius, I think I might go into acting full time.
Still not seeing that autograph, man.
Could you introduce me to this young man?
My apologies, Master Toos. I somehow missed you in the crowd earlier.
I was some distance away. I just came over near the end after I noticed a large crowd gathered around the stage.
This is the merchant,
The
isn't it?
performance was outstanding across the board. I knew that the poor turnout over the past few days was just bad luck. It was only ever a matter of time before you hit it big. The improvised section was particularly good. I think you could include some improvisation as a staple in future performances. As for the prop he threw, no need to get it back. It's fairly cheap anyway.
Thank you, sir. And a big thanks also to our wonderful prince. Had Kaya not agreed to fill in, we might have disbanded right on the spot.
Kaya, was it? Well, young man, I must say you've made quite the impression on me. My caravan is always loaded with the finest food
Well,
and
God, to be an
wines.
actor who needs to, I
You're welcome
suppose.
to
Yeah,
visit
but what's
at
the...
any time.
Who's saying that? Have you ever left the Night Bonus to be an
Thank you
actor?
for the invite, sir.
No, you probably
But I'm
can.
afraid I've reached the end of my time at Sumeru. I'm sure that my friends and family in
So,
Mondstadt
back to
must be
Smith,
missing me
Demonstrat, yeah.
terribly.
Well then, consider it an open invitation. Once you've been bitten by the travel bug, my friend, you'll be getting itchy feet again before too long.
Alright.
My door is always open. If you're ever interested, please ask Darbil to reach out to me. Darbil, we can continue discussions on the sponsorship once you've wrapped up today's show.
So,
I'm
going
going
back
back
to
to the
Mondstadt. Let us
Thank
see
you
what
so
he
much,
says.
Master Toos. I'll see you shortly. Seriously, Kaya, thank you for bailing me out again. You're a good guy. May the gods bless you. You know, you should stay for a few more days.
You know, I think
I owe
the
you a
hangout
meal
quests
at
are
the
a bit
very
boring.
least.
I might see if I've
Darbil,
got other accounts that have
Asgard is
story
back.
quests left,
He
so...
lost track of time playing Genius Invocation TCG. You've got to sort him out.
Genius invocation again? Ah, that does it. The kid's
So I
not
might
getting
have to
away
go
with
through
it
the
this
story
time.
quests instead, 'cause
Please
it's
excuse me,
more
Kaya.
interesting.
I will be right back.
Sure, there's no rush. Okay, I think they're all gone. Let's slip away now while we can.
Running off. Back to Mondstadt, eh? Nope, okay, just back here. I thought about to drag me all the way back. No. Just getting out of the veins.
All right, this should be far enough. Don't think they'll find me here. People were starting to expect a lot of things that I didn't sign up for. Besides, the missing actor is back
Either
now.
way.
Darbil shouldn't be needing me to stand in again. I don't mind
No, done the
socializing,
thing.
but compared to chatting over food and drink, I much prefer just going wild on the stage.
Alright.
What about you? Did you enjoy the show? Oh? I was expecting a lengthier critique, but you've thrown the question right back at me. Sneaky. All right, I'll rise to your challenge.
What do you say,
Let me
Kaya?
think. All the world's a stage, and all the people merely players. Does that answer your question?
So you're always an
Perhaps
actor, I
there's an
suppose.
inept god out there deciding everyone's fates, much like the academia student drafting Darbill's scripts. Yeah, inept is a good word for it. Honestly, it might even be a little too civil to describe a god who turns fathers against their sons and is bent
I mean,
on
it's
endless warmongering.
Not really a
Don't
good
you
sounding
think?
god, no.
Anyway, that's exactly why actors need to wake up and realize they don't have to follow the script. There's nothing to stop them from following their gut. Oh, my dear traveler, please don't take me too literally. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. The god is just a figure of speech. The real point I'm making is about the actors.
Yeah, alright, the
Everyone,
god does
you and
exist,
I
but
included,
alright.
is both an actor and a member of the audience.
We 100% have
If
a
you
god
don't
like
like
that.
the script, just walk off the stage and join the audience. You always a little too obtuse? Well, don't dwell on it. It's nothing worth losing sleep over. I was just thinking aloud.
Oh,
Relax.
well.
Be yourself. Do your thing. That's all I'm really trying to say. When I did my little bit of audience
Yeah,
interaction
cool.
back there, you had no time to prepare. You had to just say what you thought in the moment. I think those spontaneous thoughts are often the most authentic. And that's why I liked your answer. You're still holding on to the intaglio I threw you from the stage, right?
You know, I think there are some quests I could probably do that aren't necessarily the
Think
story
of it as
quests
a
as well.
souvenir from my improvised performance.
So I've got a few things I
It's
can
been the
do.
most fascinating
probably
day,
will.
hasn't it, little birdie?
Do story quests. Either way, I collect the award for this. Then I'll see if I can do a different, get a different count and do other things. Just claim that. Did I get the daily questions from that? I did. Sweet. Alright. Come on. Not exactly the fastest, is it? Ah, well. It is how it is. But yeah, so I might grab the rewards, then I'll, I might switch to a different account, do some story quests rather than hangout. Because hangout's a little bit boring, really.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Yep, cool.
add Astra.
Expedition, claim all. Dispatch again. Sweet. F4. Sorry. Actually, I'll check. Oops, what I did there. I'll check my serenity pot first. My serenity pot. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. That's just being a bit slow. I suppose not the worst actually, but still not ideal. I still think my computer needs more, like RAM. I think my computer is a little low for RAM. So if I just buy more of that, it might work out. Because a lot of things are a bit slow on my computer, but the actual, processing speed is fine. I think it might be at 3.2 gigahertz. Is it a dual core or quad
We
core? I
have put
don't
in much
recall.
work of late, and to
But, it's something that's not too bad. So it should be fine. Collect all these things. Alright, because I've got someone. Shit. bit of wood. Might just go with pine wood.
If you ever have any questions about the realm within, you may ask me.
On Twitch doing a message. Ask his something. I don't know what the name is, it's a bit weird. Either way, I'm gonna go to Mondstadt to get some pine wood. Because for those who don't know, the city is pretty good for pine wood. There are a few spots where you can get just a fair bit. And if you want to, it also like resets out a little bit. So by the time you go through the entire thing, you should be able to get more. So you know, I'll go through that and hopefully we'll get enough pine wood for this thing. But you know, so we'll go through that, get a bunch of pine wood hopefully, then loop back around. Not loop back around, sorry, go back there. Do that and then head on and do what this team was promised to be. No, again, it's not like I had a lot of people following, so I'm not too concerned about it, just going up into tangent really. There we are, pardon. Why is this one not? There we go, look at that. Go boom, boom, boom. There's some pine there as well.
Lord Barbados, please.
3, 1, 2, 3. And you head up the next layer, and that's where you get a bunch of pine. Because I think there's some over there, yeah there is. But there's also a bunch over here. Come on. Boom, 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 boom. So you just go out and see, just chopping these various trees. And you get a fair bit of pine wood rather easily. Because it's sort of just there. I don't know if I got this last one from here. Hit that, just in case I hit that, just in case. There we go. Just hit this one. Using the hee to get this. Sweet. And then you go over here with this more pine trees. So you see this few over here. So you can smack these. Get all the wood from this. And you can start to see you have a lot of trees really to get a lot of wood from. And so that should be enough to produce what I need to produce. I'd rather do more than I would. There was the Chihuahua wood, but that's a bit of a slow wood to get. It's not a big agglomeration of it like other woods. And here's the big pine tree load. You see there's a bunch from here. You can just chop through all these. Got a lot of wood. You just chop through, boom, boom, boom. Takes a little bit of time, admittedly, but it does work. It takes a little bit. So, just like that. Another pine tree here. Yeah, so you can see you get a fair bit of wood if you just go around. I get a third one. Okay. You just take the time to go around. And once that, you can get a lot of pine wood. You can also see those trees up there. I think it's like, I don't know what it is, actually. But you get a lot of it there too. whatever that wood is, you can get a lot of it. I might have already done this one, I don't recall. Either way, done them now. And more over here. So we can just chop this. Chop this. Boom. Boom. Either way. And then if we look in the backpack, we had, I don't recall, we had none or pretty much no pine to begin with. And now we have 120. So, you know, you can get quite a lot. And I didn't even get quite all of them in one start, but you can get quite a lot of them. So, if you have any pine, you know, like you can easily get a lot of pine there. So I'm just gonna go back, produce my things, and then head off to do my story quests.
We have put.
This one, this one, this one, and this one. Oh,
If you ever have it.
I see. I didn't collect the, well, just same thing. Yeah, that. Sweet.
If you ever have any questions.
Yep. Either way, we are going to check another one of my worlds to see if that has more story quests to do rather than hangout quests. Because I have some that I know have plenty of story quests. I'm not sure if this is one of them, but we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Worst comes to worst, I can switch to my other accounts, or I can just do, you know, hangout quests, because I have plenty of those unlocked. But for now, we'll just try doing the story quests. Either way. Oh, one. Cool. So, what are we getting? Mail. Shinha. Oh, not that. Let's grab this stuff. And get this out of here. Either way, let's see if we have story quests. We do. Alright.
I see the value.
Sounds like I see a Eula quest. I don't quite know where in the Eula quest we are. I think this one might start with something else or something. Yeah, I know it is. You had to talk with the noble. And the noble's really rude and mean. And you have to go find Eula to help learn how to talk with nobles. And that's what you have to do. Hello. How goes it? What's that? Why does something just like that? Amazing. Looks like I hurry up.
There is no escape.
That's my bad. I knew I didn't have it. I don't want to place it. Don't this guy first. After I didn't really just pull my path.
Let the mighty
Oh well.
be humble.
Just pull. Just lost them. Just would blast these guys. Here we are. Oh. Oh.
Everyone hold hands.
Just one guy. Oh, there's only like one extra guy.
Bow your head.
It's up to you, man. I'm not one of friends.
This is it.
You know, this happened almost gets killed a lot of times. Somebody who's fought like gods. Like, there's no way I should have been like that. I should have been much more aware, I feel.
You don't
There
think
we are.
twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you
Nope.
get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
Yep, it always is.
What?
You know, it is a bit
That's
funny in
right.
that regard.
I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too.
I mean, I've
If I
fought
didn't make my
gods.
move, you would have been able to take all the credit.
Why would you think I couldn't fight some
Still,
Fatui?
I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Yeah,
Sorry,
exactly.
Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Like, we fight plenty of people.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Which enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago.
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would
And?
mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yep, that's Yola.
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
Yeah. Better than the other guy.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards.
And you are
Speaking
strange.
of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence.
Yep, and he's a weird
So
one.
obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
Yep, you ought to vengeance for things.
This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an...
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Yep.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Just fight Paimon. Like, I'm fine with that. Paimon just needs to go.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
The Lawrence is a weird man.
Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well
We
then,
need to
let's
talk to
begin
this
your
guy.
training immediately. It'll be easy. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting grandmaster's
Yep,
assignment,
you should.
and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
But yeah, Yellow's a bit of an odd one with all the events and things, but it's sort of funny.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry.
Yep.
Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Yep. Birdwood, that might be the one that's outside of Mondstadt. Either way, Paimon's talking so I can teleport. let's return. Alright. There we go, I was about to say it would look like I was starting to load for a second. Either way. Let us go down and do this thing, which I dread. I really hated it last time. But so be it. It must be done.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare,
Either way.
so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on.
It is how it is.
There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise, it'll keep
One
bugging us.
thing. Yep, there is vents and stuff.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go.
Yep.
Don't worry. There's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
Best, yep.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Exactly.
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. Oh, but you needn't worry. At least, not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack.
I am not, no.
If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment.
Yep,
I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing.
Yep.
Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even
very
with
odd way.
mundane daily topics.
Just,
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
alright, hold on. Nope, she doesn't really.
I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
It's a long thing.
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats...
Yep,
Oh, no,
it
no, no.
is.
You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
How so again?
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember, aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite.
Yeah, honestly, the
However, if you were to use
even
dear
weirder than normal
friend to
etiquette.
address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to... This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Yeah, we can't be talking to someone of equal status. We need to talk to somebody who's above us.
Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Ah. Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
This is the part I hated. Like, she couldn't explain the situation to them before being all weird. Like, just talk to them, tell them what we're doing, and then try to prove it.
You're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right?
Like, just
This can't
I
be
just
good.
hate this part. It's terrible.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a
See,
member
look
of
at
the
this.
illustrious
It's just-
Lawrence clan.
It's
I
terrible.
have words for you.
It feels so bad.
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility. What comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Yeah.
Hold on. What did they always teach me?
See, this is what I.
Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence.
This. You should have just explained
Got
it.
it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with
Yep.
those under which you so graciously toil.
Just explain it to
How
him.
dare you speak
I
in
don't
such a
like
manner?
this.
Ugh, is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange?
Yes.
The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's
Yeah,
all, I'll be
whatever.
going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
Wow. The Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Yeah, it does.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Stop being so weird. Just explain to them beforehand so they don't get pissed off at first. So they don't get pissed off in the first place, it's probably better.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you.
Come on.
Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Come on.
Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again?
Yep, fair enough.
What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
I still just think you should explain them first.
Listen, I have no idea what she's trying to...
It just makes it seem so much worse if you just don't explain it, just go full boring and just be an annoying person.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it.
Yep, it
Even
does.
to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule.
They are,
If
yeah.
that
It's
wasn't enough, here you
better
are
than ideal.
purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious.
Yep.
Listen here. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further.
Not ideal.
Let's go.
Not ideal. Let's just get to something more interesting where we can do some fighting or something. get to a battle. Because the story quests have at least
It's
one
all right.
battle normally.
This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Nah.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-old. Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation.
No, there isn't.
As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. It is now my turn to bear this burden. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontent.
Yeah, why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist of it now.
You can handle it.
Right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement. But we must also practice your bearing. I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
I haven't even explored Dragonspine. Well, I haven't explored that part. I have seen the thing. Have to get up there then. Let's follow that trail. It's not too far, so it's really good. Come on. Sweet. Set up here. No, I should do the statues more. Go around collecting all the oculi. Get more stamina. I don't know one of my accounts, but most of them are still quite low for stamina, really. Either way. I still need to get to over here. Where's the... There it is. Boom. Eula. How you been?
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
Of course it does.
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions. For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse.
It is, yep.
But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Paimon thinks, but you've got this in the bag.
You look pretty confident this time.
Yep.
All right.
I was gonna get without getting hit.
Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. that would be most unsightly.
Let me just activate this. Alright. Go around. Oh, didn't go up like that. Ooh. There we are. What? I wasn't even near that. Did it move, did it? Must have moved.
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Hyman almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing we didn't get stuck.
What would happen to be meant to do the entire thing without getting hit at all?
Are we
If there's a different line of dialogue.
now?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat. My family set only the highest expectations for me,
Yep.
even as a child.
Ley lines will be fine.
Let's proceed,
Just
shall we?
blast them and move on. Might get the, oh.
Silence!
Got the chest.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first. So, it's legally yours now.
I might see if I can go up and grab the, you know, deliver waypoint up here. Since I'm already close, so why not? Alright. Now, back down here. CD there. I could probably do the CD really, but I'm not going to. Alright.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Yeah, that was the poor choice on my part.
On to oblivion!
Good moved. Nice to get rid of the shell.
Silence!
Yeah. Have to deal with them.
Everyone hold hands.
Illusion shattered!
A little bit closer. Oh. Oh.
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Unfortunate. It's a pain because I'm not really built for this particular. That is not what I have to do. This one.
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver. There is no escape. Now you shall perish.
Don't really have enough health to do it otherwise. Just blast him.
Rise.
There we go. Over there. Hit him with the water blast.
I see everything.
Oh. And that. Yeah, done.
Well done. Your performance was most impressive. And you managed to remain calm even in these grueling dragon spine surroundings. I'm starting to wonder if even I could have done the same. Given such an outstanding performance,
well.
it seems there is little left for me to teach you.
Like Paimon said, adventuring is our specialty.
So we've done this part.
So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of dragon spine before Paimon turns into a popsicle. Ooh.
Cool.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no progress at all.
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Of course.
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Hey! That's not true! Paimon was just focusing on you the whole time!
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps.
Yep.
Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
I wish.
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you. Are you still planning on the whole vengeance thing?
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance now, wouldn't it? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. No need to thank me.
Exactly.
Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mondstadt. Our last step will be preparing a cordial gift to present to my uncle when you meet him.
Exactly.
I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah a visit at Good Hunt.
Alright. Let's go see Sarah, then we can go to see the man. How close is the, this thing? It looks like it's pretty close. It's not just in here, it must be up on the thing there. I know it's right here apparently. It's not the other thing, I suppose. Perhaps it's best to go to the right here, see if I can... like that. Let me just grab this. Just put a marker there. Okay. Cool. Oops, I need to teleport still. There. Alright. Let us get to it. But anyway, I don't know if I'll complete the entire quest line or not. It depends how much time I have. I will say what was it? The other kayak quest, the hangout quest, was fairly short, really. But I don't know what story quest might be longer because they provide like more stuff in one. You know, like you get 60 primo gems right away, whereas with story quests you have to do 4 or 5 free ones of it. Or 5 or 6, I should say.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
Yep, she has.
Amber? Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back
Yep, we're
and
doing
was
most
thinking
of that.
about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here, why don't we all eat together?
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Cool. It's the, that special, whatever it is, I don't know what it was.
Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, the
Yep.
Ravenous Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know, to contrast all the meat dishes.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization. Mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose Gebrotenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Hyman's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's
I
menu.
do wonder if...
Only long-standing patrons such as my uncle would know
I do wonder if
about
that's like an actual dish.
The old aristocrats seem to take a liking to it.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it Gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since.
Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut. I guess it's coming up with Genshin things.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression.
Sounds like it is an actual dish, though.
Of course not.
No, it
It's
tastes
hard
like...
to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
I'm not gonna make it or anything, but it's interesting that it does exist.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well...
A word I should know, but
So
I don't
that's
quite
why
recall.
you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat. The food is getting cold.
What does pariah mean? I feel like I should know it, but I just don't recall.
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah
Okay, so
about
it's
the
not
bill.
cost pretty nuts.
No need. I've left the Mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this time. All right, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time away there when there's nothing else to do.
Alright, let's go see.
Aren't you coming with us, Eula?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better if you two went alone.
Cool, see ya then.
Ah, yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness. Well, until next time.
Until next time, Amber.
Let's meet again. What an interesting bunch you are.
Give us the food, Sarah.
The Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut is ready to go. Be sure to eat it while it's hot. Otherwise, the flavor will be spoiled. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in Mondstadt earlier. But she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now. What's up with that?
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips...
How come you're able to see Eula differently then?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar.
I see.
Many people
So goes to the background, they've got different
demanding that
quests.
the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the
She's back
entrance
there,
of the
clearly
Knights
it's
of
doing a
Favonius
Timaeus quest as
headquarters,
well.
clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa, so both sides were unhappy.
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under such circumstances. But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. Tensions still remain beneath the surface, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
In the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. And in the eyes of the Lawrence clan, she's a disgrace to her family. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight, silently helping one person after another, myself included. People like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. She could stand to be treated a little more fairly. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to Yuma again. Paimon thinks we know how to communicate with her now.
Cool.
I'm glad.
Let's go.
I think that would make her very happy, though she might not ever admit it. Take care. Please come again.
Alright. Time to do combat. Oh, no, not quite yet actually, we do something else first. And then we do combat, don't we? We need to meet Yulo again. To be fair, we don't like to do combat anyway.
Illusion shattered.
Fighting. Let's fight him for now.
Silence!
Yeah. I'm not serious, they're not gonna kill him. Hold on, I'm just gonna do that.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I'm gonna rely on the on that.
I see everything.
Settle down!
Shine down.
Be sanctified.
Don't move. Bloody. It was bouncing all over the place. Oh well.
The tent seems to be pretty tattered, but there's a really fancy
Så lär bort the ground first, then tell Blasium. Because when he's in the air, he bounces like that. They always do that.
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you. Magnanimous. Yes, indeed, that is true. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded. I'll overlook your previous misconduct for now and listen to what you have to say.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
There we
Guess
go.
I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory of the nobility that continues to this day. A true loyalist.
Really don't like these people.
My intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in our etiquette.
Oh,
Yep.
so he was testing us. Sheesh, what an ordeal.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practically unfathomable. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good.
There you
Very
go.
good. You are bright. And compared with the common folk of Mondstadt, you certainly have potential. If you were of aristocratic blood, your prospects would be promising indeed.
I'm sure that would be, yeah.
By the way, we brought a gift. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our goodwill.
Could this be? Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a dish. It's
Yep,
been
cool.
so long since I dug into a big, tasty... I beg your pardon. What I mean to say is, since it's nearly mealtime, I shall partake.
Yep. Enjoy your Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut.
Ah, yes. This aroma, just as I remember it. And this exquisite sour flavor.
Yep. Man,
A
somebody likes it.
delicacy that only us noblemen and women could appreciate.
Hold on, I need to check
Now
something.
even Paimon's starting to wonder
Cool.
what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly imply that you come bear... wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be... considering your meticulous etiquette. You must be a talent of unusual fortitude. I'm willing to place my full trust in you. Please, come with me. We happen to be in need to see some friends from a distant land. They have offered their assistance in restoring the Lawrence clan to its former glory.
So he
Yep,
trusts
cool.
us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we? You'll understand everything in due course.
Honestly, these fellas are so stupid.
Friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Let's heal this person. And so get her ult back up so we can. So I hit element burst back up so that I can use it. So I maybe do that thing again later. Ow. Oh well. Let's go. Let us go. Yep. I don't care. It'll be close enough. I should probably try and do that thing again later, but with someone with fire instead of Chi-Chi. I'll see who I have. Because I have somebody probably. I just don't know who I have, but there'll be someone I can do.
Huh?
Yep.
Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of Mondstadt. And therefore, we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily. I see.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
This master doesn't do anything. Like, this is a unique individual.
As my guest. As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair
how slow these people, how
the tastes
slow
of
you are when you walk.
we simply have to make
How they never walk at the same pace as you.
Sorry. Can we walk any faster?
Of
Hang
course
on.
not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
You can just talk half to it out from a distant land.
Foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are...
Hold it right there.
Oh.
Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, then you will be held accountable by the Lawrence
I love how they don't recognize us because we wear a
matter is of
mask.
utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this. Make way.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
Yep.
Come here with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner.
Of course it will be.
We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Honestly, the slow movement and the moving at different paces is annoying. I don't like it.
Where have I seen this person before?
You've seen me lots before.
May I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have...
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined the Knights of Favonius has been very active in Mondstadt
I've
recently.
been active in like Fire of the
Don't be
Nations.
ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them with the proper mutual respect. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the intricacies of our etiquette.
And what about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Yep.
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the Knights of Favonius like dogs. You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
To your friend. Not a dear friend. It's a friend.
I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's going on here.
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Aha. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself.
Yep.
That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
Huh, I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Yep.
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
I don't know how anyone really believe that.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details.
I don't know how the aristocrats would believe that they would rule Mondstadt at any point.
Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the Lawrence clan.
Really nothing there.
Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
I think he's just a bit of a weird dude, honestly.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't...
Very well. Paimon be weird.
What are you doing?
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to...
So this was all just a ploy to deceive me?
Yeah. You're right.
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their manners?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that.
That's not even moving. He's like, yeah, okay, sure.
I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish aristocrats. No matter, we already have the intel we need. Get them!
And then he runs like a coward.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end.
Why go through here? Oh, that moved. That's not good. Oh well. I don't think it would just move. Oh, I am low health.
Let's end this quickly.
I'm really terribly, aren't I? I need to do my FTC. Oh, I it's time slightly.
I see through you. You can't run. Well, this is bad. Be a killjoy. We've
Oh.
only just begun.
You know what?
This isn't over.
Illusion shattered.
Honestly. It's so annoying. It's so much damage to me. I have to re-break this dude. His shield. Come on.
I slipped up.
Here we are.
Silence.
The door is open. Let's go.
There we go, cool. Got him.
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave on my own!
No, you won't.
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place is crawling with Fatui. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha!
Yep.
I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. And I thought you despised such pleasantries.
Yes, he does.
Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to outsiders.
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plans. It's all for naught now.
Yeah, that's good.
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to do. As a Knight of Favonius, I could not overlook your actions.
No, she couldn't.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member of the Lawrence clan. You should strive to restore your family's glory.
No, she shouldn't.
You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here, and leave with me. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you, and give you a new beginning.
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius to attack the Knights of Favonius?
I shall say this one last time. You are not a Knight of Favonius. You are a descendant of the Lawrence clan. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows
He's
in
shaking
your
so
veins.
much.
You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when
His
have I
hands
ever
flying
complied with the
everywhere.
will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the plans under wraps?
He doesn't care. He's an aristocrat. He doesn't care, it seems. He just wants to win.
Right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, Uncle Schubert.
I think he
I've
just
never
needs to be,
experienced the age of glory
like,
you always speak
better.
of. And I've never understood our family's incessant pursuit of it.
Yeah, it's weird.
But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what freedom means to the people of Mondstadt. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the
Honestly, man,
disgrace of it all.
just be better.
How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Well, Schubert, just
Things are
stop.
starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. The honorary knight and I have other matters to attend to. Given that you've already taken action,
Hyman took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
Yep.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. I never suspected he could stoop this low. So stubborn. Mark my words.
Let's go get the map
vengeance will
then.
be mine.
It's still in here, just deeper
Let's
in.
discuss this later. Our first priority is
Yeah,
recovering
you
that
can't have gone too
diagram.
much further in. I assume just over the woods. Of course, the bridge is dangerous, but... Poor man, shouldn't have just ran over like that. Oh, I keep probably... Because normally he can dodge through it, but I'm clearly doing it badly.
They're here. Stop them.
I see everything.
Life goes on.
Oh, this is
Eye for an eye. Yeah.
just destroy this thing.
I must collect myself. Must counterattack.
Quick, they're not going to destroy these things. Sweet. Next area. Oh.
Settle down. You can't run. Well, try.
Wheel of life. I condemn you.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Oh,
your head.
This is past.
Looks like I went too far.
Rack and ruin.
Oh, sweet. Just slam it there.
This may turn a little.
There is no escape. More speed.
Settle down. Should've get
Let's get that. They're done. Oh.
Put your back into it.
Nice.
Oh, one thing. This one.
Silence.
Everyone hold hands.
Really,
I condemn you. Freeze to the core.
Time for a break.
Shudder.
Not breaking a sweat. Settle down.
I've lost. Okay, second episode. Cool.
My duty.
That means we're total 5 there. Finally. Oh no, I did that right. Okay, I see I did it poorly again. Oh, wrong one.
Beg for mercy.
This man. Keep hitting 4 instead of 5, it's a bit annoying. Oh, this part, right. But yeah, so it's... I've almost cleared this thing. Oh, this way.
That's where they put the diagram.
Yeah, find the guy, yeah.
I guess there's no other option but to fight. Found your head.
Oh, just get... Just stop.
You dare provoke me. Fatui, come forth and dispose of them.
Oops, wrong one.
Settle down.
This way.
Beg for mercy.
There we go.
Run from death. Use this first.
Crush.
Just destroy him.
Counterattack.
Shudder. Vengeance will be mine.
There we go. Sweet. Alright, cool. So that's done now.
This must
Destroy
be
him.
it. They may very well have already made a copy of it. But without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them attacking the city.
I mean, I'm sure there would be.
You wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, they could have spared themselves the trouble. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Mondstadt. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grand Master. She'll know how to...
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just the right moment.
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I'd been tracking earlier. I came to exact my vengeance. You tried to do my job for me, and I'm here to...
Finally! After all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying! In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our investigation. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look.
Nah, I think she just wanted to take it.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it turns out you have a knack for scheming. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You don't.
You
It's
have
just a
seeded
fact.
a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this
Alright,
diagram
cool.
back to the Knights of Favonius
So I
and
think
take it from
this is
here.
probably the only quest I have time for today. I didn't realize they were quite so long. So I
Glad
may
you
have to
will.
just end
And
after
make
this.
sure not to steal my targets next time.
I'll do it plenty. I don't really care. You know, actually, I don't really care about targets. Just give me the loot, honestly. That's all I really want. Is there anything? There is. I thought there was a chest back here. Just give me the 2 primo gems. Thank you, Ritz. Is there anything back here? No. Alright. We can leave then. Hi-ho. Hi-ho. Well. Seems like this thing is just about done. Or did I finish the quest, or is it almost done? I don't recall if it's done or almost done. We'll see. I'm sure when we leave the area, it'll tell us if we need to go anywhere else. So with that, it was it. Seems that that was it. So, yeah, I think that will probably be all for today. I don't need to do much more. But tomorrow I'll probably go right into doing, I'll go right into doing story quests rather than the hangout quests. And I'll just keep going through those until I run out of them. Not tomorrow, sorry, the day after. I think tomorrow I'm busy. At least for most of the day.
Add Astro.
Maybe I can do it late day, but
Thank
I don't
you
know.
for.
Either way, I think
Astro.
that I'll... Actually, I might just... Now while we're doing this part, I might as well at least have a look at the Divinity podcast with you guys. Because why not? It has a little bit extra time. And have a little look at it. See if we can grab anything cool. If not, then, do bad, I suppose. Either way, I just need to, frozen beings cannot move. A lot of beings, they talk about using the fact to conquer the most formidable of opponents with ease, but a lot of the most formidable opponents are immune to freeze.
We have put.
I don't know why they are. I don't know why they talk about that. It's like, what do you mean? If I'm fighting a formidable opponent, I probably can't freeze it. But either way, no, I can't do this anyway. I need birds for that. Birds. Bamboo. Patogi. Yep. Ash. Sand bear. Sand bear. Sand bear. Bamboo. Alright, well. We'll go get some bamboo, I suppose.
If you ever.
What's this thing? Oh, I finish this thing so I get the key. I've unlocked all these. I need to start unlocking more of these. So yeah, I'll go get some bamboo. Leeway. I think if you go up to this area, it's bamboo. Oh. Alright. So, it's just gone to a black screen, it's not really loading. Well, yeah, that's a bamboo. Go to the Serenity Pot, start making those things, and then that'll be the stream for today. Yep. I might also get some more interesting games as well at some point. I'm just not sure. I'll have a look out for some cheap games maybe. I'm just not sure what I want to do. Because I like Genshin, I do. But I don't know what to say about it. And just playing the game, especially if I've already gone this far in the game, I feel, isn't necessarily particularly interesting. I don't know, maybe people find it interesting. I think also, again, I don't really interact much. I'm not very good at that. But I may just get better at it with time, I don't know. Like I said, I think I just need to do this more regularly, and maybe I'll figure it out then. You know, get more into it, sort of get better at regularly talking. Oh, that's a... Honestly. Yeah, so this is the bamboo area. You see there's plenty of bamboo around. Nice and common. I don't know why you can only ever hit like one tree at a time, it's a bit annoying. How many bamboos have I gotten? Alright. Maybe the bamboo shoot. Swim wildly around something you can drop the bamboo, I'm sure. All of them? That must be. Cool. How much bamboo do I have now? I got a bit of it there, I'm sure. I don't think I needed that much. 51, that's probably enough. I think I only needed like 24 or something. I don't think it was a lot. Actually, I could only do 3 anyway, so maybe only 18. Either way, it's not going to take very much bamboo to do it. Copy.
We have put...
Yep. Okay, finishing. Where am I? There they are. Boom. 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 Sweet.
If you ever...
Yeah, alright. So that's the story was done for this thing. And if it's very very high if the other ones. Either way, I think that will be the stream for today. I shall see you guys another time.